Have you ever heard of the Great Depression? The Great Depression was the most prolonged and serious downturn ever experienced in the world economy. It began in the United States in 1929 but quickly spread throughout the world, lasting about 10 years. The Depression had caused drastic declines in economic production and severe unemployment in about every country. In the United States, it was the gravest crisis since the Civil War. The United States President Franklin D. Roosevelt, in his first inaugural address, made an attempt to assess this enormous damage. The withered leaves of industrial enterprise lie on every side. Farmers have no markets for their produce, and the savings and years of many families are gone. Most important, a host of unemployed citizens face the grim problem of existence, and an equally great number toil with little return. But his words were inadequate. This economic catastrophe and its impact defied description. The 1920s had been a prosperous decade in the United States. The stock market had expanded rapidly, and the stock's value soared. The Americans of all walks of life rushed to invest in stocks, expecting to sell them and make a profit. Many people took very risky loans and even mortgaged their own house to buy these stocks. The flurry of activity had caused the stock prices to rise far what they were actually worth. Stock prices began to fall in September 1929. As the decline continued in October, investors were worried about all the money that they had that was at risk. The wild rush to buy stocks gave way to an equally wild rush to sell them. On October 24th, 1929, the stock market began to collapse as panicked investors sold a record of 13 million shares of stock. The day has been known as Black Thursday. Tuesday, October 29th, or Black Tuesday, has extended the damage. On that day, there were more than 16 million shares sold. The value of most shares had fell dramatically. By late 1932, stocks had sold about only 20% of their previous value. Another strain on banks was that people who had taken out loans were unable to pay them back. By 1953, more than one-fifth of the country's banks had failed. As people lost confidence in banks, they became more likely to hold on to whatever savings they had left. This is what I learned about the Great Depression. Bye.